All right, y'all. One Piece chapter 996 reviews. Let's get it. This is what we doing. It's your boy Dame Gully. You know what's going on. You know who it is. You might not, but you finna find out because I'm finna be doing all these reviews. All these reviews on all these series, like Undead Unluck, Jagan, etc., etc. You finna see. But watch me upload. Watch me upload. Anyways, for this One Piece chapter 996 review, it starts off with the cover story. And the cover story, I'm really glad that there's a change of pace because I was getting a little bit tired of the whole Lola chiffon pound thing. I don't know why Oda thought we were going to be that invested, but it's cool. Like, I'm glad for them. I'm glad they got their happy little family back together. Like, yeah, that's what's up. By the way, I'm going to be smoking Big Ass, not Zaza, because that's some millennial shit or some Generation Z shit. But, you know, I'm one of them cool millennials that don't use no terms like Zaza. But yeah, yeah. So, so props to them, props to their family. Blackbeard brushing his teeth. He's like, who the fuck is this hippo right next to me? I was like, okay, that's funny. Funny little Oda with his little jokes. Got it. So, I can't wait for the cover story where the Straw Hat Grand Fleet assembles and takes over everybody, like, just sails out. They're gonna assemble and sail out and take over everything. And I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, that's the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. That's who I ride for. I'm gonna join one day, watch me. Anyways, the chapter starts out with Nami and Usopp being saved by Tama, Komichio, and Hihimaru. It's like, okay, Kibidango girl coming in clutch. You know, she can do a little something. You know, like, she's not completely useless. She also manipulated Big Mom. Like, shouts out to Tama. Tama got there on an enemy ship, though, and that's what kind of had me interested and kind of had me pondering. I'm like, okay, Tama got here on an enemy ship. Could that have possibly been the Big Mom pirates? Because you know they were down there at the bottom of I don't think they just left Big Mom. They wouldn't have just left Big Mom. Paracera, they might have been like, all right, see you, nigga, figure out a way to get to the... But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think it might be the Big Mom pirates. And if it was the Big Mom pirates, that would be awesome because the story would turn up. Like, it would be way more chaotic. Like, the Straw Hats would really, really, really have to fight, though. Like, it wouldn't be awesome for them. Like, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet would have to come, which I don't think it's, I'm gonna really have to see how they pull this off because I feel like the Straw Hat Grand Fleet is gonna come for the final war. I don't know if they're gonna come for Wano, because some people think they're gonna come for Wano, but I think they're gonna come for the final war. So I think after this, after Wano, they're gonna link up with Shanks at Elbaf, because Luffy's the 1.5 billion pirate now, 1.5 billion berry pounded pirate. So it's like he's a great pirate now. He's not as great as the actual Yonko, but still great enough to meet again because everything's happening at a fucking hyperspeed pace for Luffy compared to all these other pirates that have been pirating for 40 years. This guy's been pirating for almost 3 years and is about to find One Piece. Like, I guess this when you got it, you got it. But yeah, so then it cuts to, oh, one more thing I wanted to mention about just how I wanted to question and ask you guys in the comments, like, how did Thomas, if it was the Big Mom Pirates, sneak away? Like, maybe it was like the Isa and Nola situation in the Skypiea arc where, because Isa was so much, like, her energy signature was so much weaker than Nola's, like, he couldn't sense Isa inside of or around Nola. So it's like, okay, maybe it's that type of situation. The same thing going on is how she escaped from the Big Mom Pirates because they can only sense the animals, and maybe they didn't find animals a threat. I'm not sure. Oda was gonna have to explain that one, but just another side note there. And then it cuts to Yamato still fighting for Momo and Shinobu. It's like, okay, like, why don't you beat these, like, the fucking, like, Sasaki's crew should be fodder for you, but I guess they're a little bit stronger than fodder. I don't know. That's what they make these smile people seem like they're a little bit stronger than fodder. So maybe because of that, and they got all these heavy weaponry and shields that they're slowly wearing her down while she's also trying to protect Momo and Shinobu. Because Yamato, I think, would be able to wipe the floor with them if Shinobu and Momo weren't a factor. And then who's Sasaki? Like, she's already shown to knock out easily Ulti, which is another Tobiropo. So who's Sasaki to that? Like, he might be a bit stronger. She might actually have to fight, but I think she would still come out on top. Like, Yamato just seems like a beast. Like, Kaido's daughter seems like a beast for sure. So they're still trying to figure out a way out of that situation, and then Frankie comes around. Right before Frankie comes around, though, I can't forget about this. Right before Frankie comes around, Yamato starts to seem like she's transforming into a dragon because Sasaki is so hurt by her having the confidence to be able to beat them and still protect Momo and Shinobu, even though it's a way harder battle for her. He's like, you really think you can do this? He starts drawing his sword, and then it seems like Yamato's transforming into something. Could be a devil fruit, could be a dragon. Shout out to Joy Boy Theories for this whole little dragon theory that he has going on that has some real substantial proof that I'm like, unless Oda debunks this, I'm going to keep running with this until he debunks it, really. I'm sure we're going to get that before the arc's over, as far as like what Yamato and Kaido, if they're just regular humans or if they're actual dragons. So that's going to be interesting. And then, yeah, Frankie comes out of nowhere with Hacha in tow. I'm just like, Frankie, just piece Hacha up real quick. Like, the numbers are strong. They have nice physical strength, but as far as their ability goes, like, they get knocked out by, like, elephant guns, and you knocked out another one with your laser beam, your Frankie beam, like, your radical beam. Like, just knock this guy out already and, like, face a stronger enemy, like, face a Tobiropo or something, or just go and hunt down all the numbers. Like, you need to make yourself a tad bit more useful, like a tad bit. I did like the whole Big Mom thing, freaking speeding his motorcycle off Big Mom's face. Like, yeah, that was nice. But make yourself a little bit more useful, Frankie, just a bit. Hacha smashes the floor, and then Yamato one-shots Hacha. It's like, Yamato does your job for you, Frankie. Like, what are you doing? Before she has to still find a way to escape from this whole little battle and get Momo to safety so she can actually fight. And that's what I can't wait for either, because once Yamato actually starts fighting, it's about to go down. I'm already knowing, like, it's about to be crazy. So that whole situation happens, and I'm like, okay, that was pretty cool. And I just really can't, like, I really can't fathom, like, it really just geeks me out, like, that Yamato is just this strong, like, and that she's possibly going to be a Straw Hat. She looks like she has all the ingredients, so we won't really know. There's no point in really speculating until it actually happens, but I'm all for it. It's looking like she will be, so we're going to see. Perfect crew, 10 people. Luffy got 10 people, 10 of the strongest motherfuckers you're ever gonna meet, all by chance, all with like crazy lineages. Like, yeah, and the Grand Fleet, yeah, it's official. But yeah. So Law, Trafalgar D. Waterloo, he fucking went to go find the road poneglyph, guys. Like, apparently he had a conversation with Robin and told her his true name. And has been on a mission, a secret side mission until just now, a secret until just now, of finding the road poneglyph. And it's like, okay, I like that because I don't feel like he needs to be there at this point, like fighting in the mansion in Kaido's palace with everyone else. I feel like there needs to be somebody to go to get that first, to secure that before everything gets too crazy and they just have to book it out of there. So I'm definitely glad it's Law because he's a D too, and they're showing, okay, Law's interested in the clan of D just like Robin is, and you need to find apparently they're saying that apparently Robin believes that you need to take all 4 road poneglyphs to Raftel, follow them all the way to Raftel, And at some point, I guess, or maybe at Raftel, you'll find out the true history. And then Tamago believes that there's 9 poneglyphs that are true history. So the true history is still a mystery as far as how it is obtained. But I believe that in the true history, in the road poneglyph, is where we'll get the true answers about the clan of D as well. So I'm hoping that it's not like everyone says where Law is going to somehow break this alliance after this arc. Or before this arc and betray them, definitely. I hope that doesn't happen, but even if it does, I hope he still gets back with them. I pretty much hope that Law stays with them until Raftel. Like, that would be awesome. I don't know how viable that would be because it's supposed to be just an alliance and they're not joining the crew, but I don't know. I feel like Luffy and Law make a good team together, and like Roger, like almost like a Roger and Whitebeard or Roger and Garp type of situation. So, or like Roger and Whitebeard in a weird way, because I believe that Roger and Garp would be like Luffy and Kobe. So, yeah, but definitely was thinking about that. And now, next couple panels, we move to Kid on level 3 above Luffy, because Luffy's on level 2, as they say later in chapter, but Kid is on level 3, just preparing to fight Kaido, gathering as much metal, scrap metal as he can. It looks like he's just dragging it in a like a long pile behind him and not forming it into an arm, because he's trying to have a lot. He's trying to have extra ammo, like extra material to form and do whatever he needs to do to be able to battle against Kaido. So that part was cool. Seeing Killer back in his killer mode and not in, what's his name? Kamazo, the manslayer. Like, he didn't seem as strong as Killer. Killer has his, not the size, he has his preferred weapon, so I believe that probably makes him stronger. And then I feel like with the grudge on him, hopefully that makes him stronger too. So definitely glad to see Killer back. Not much else to say about that. I'm thinking that Kid is going to get stopped here on level 3 though. I don't think that Kid is going to take a stab at Kaido, or not a significant stab, like a significant battle. Like, he might literally just take a stab at Kaido, one attack that does something to him or helps in his defeat in some way. But I think Kid is definitely going to get stopped on level 3, and have to face a Toby Roppo or Apu. I think that's who, like, his main fight is going to be against, either one of the Toby Roppo or Apu. That seems the most likely. Because it's like the Luffy Law Alliance, I believe, is the one that's going to lead everything. Like, everyone else, like, even the Minks, the Kozuki clan, aside from Momo, because Momo is apparently so important. And yeah, literally just Kid's gonna get stopped there, because Luffy and Law are gonna take the top people down. Luffy, Law, Kid, or no, not Kid. Luffy, Law, Jinbei, Sanji, and Zoro are gonna take the top people down for sure. And then on the rooftop, Kaido is absolutely destroying the Red Scabbards. It looks like there's only 2 shadows left. It looks like Kawamatsu, and I'm not sure who the second shadow is. Could be Ashura Doji. Probably the only 2 left standing. It looks like everyone else got demolished. So they're gonna need that help. Where you at, Luffy? They're gonna need that. So yeah, luckily, as you can see in the next couple panels, Luffy's coming along with, or actually before that, Big Mom is trying to join Kaido. Yep, Big Mom is trying to join Kaido, and she's not worried about anything except linking up with him to combine powers and crush everyone. So definitely interested to see if Big Mom's gonna get there without getting tripped up by the ice demons, because she's passing up the whole little ice demon virus thing. You know, she's passing up Zoro, X, Drake, Chopper, etc. So will she get there unscathed? And if she gets hit with the ice demon virus, I'm just wondering what that would be like. That would definitely be crazy to see her and or her crew affected by the ice demon virus for sure. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. And then finally, we get the panel with Luffy, Sanji. I know I already tried to reference it like 2 or 3 times before, like I'm tripping, but yeah. Finally, in the end, last couple pages, we get the panels of Luffy, Sanji, and Jinbei headed for the roof. So with that whole situation going, they're one floor above, or they're one floor below Kid and Killer. So I know that Luffy's probably gonna be beefing with Kid over that. Like, oh, how'd you get here before us? I'm going to Kaido. No, I'm going to Kaido. So yeah, that's why I'm saying I think Kid's gonna get stopped there, or maybe just before he gets to Kaido. But yeah, Luffy, Sanji, Jinbei on level 2, just about to get to level 3. And then Sanji says, "Hey, you guys hear something?" Like, like the only one with his Kinbun Shoki Haki. Like he's the only one that can sense this stuff. With his mantra, he can always sense a female for sure. So Sanji hears possibly Black Maria. I believe that's who he's most likely hearing. And if it's Black Maria, it's really been a trend of him forming a relationship with a female member of the enemy crew or enemy organization and flipping them to the Straw Hat side. The past 2 arcs for sure. Dressrosa with Violet or Viola. And Pudding. Pudding, Big Mom's daughter Pudding. He flipped her too. So if he flips Black Maria, which I've already seen theories about there about Black Maria possibly flipping, I don't even know how substantial those are. So I think this makes them more substantial. Before this, I haven't really like been too sold on it, but I believe she's gonna flip, and she might have a reason other than Sanji, just like Violet did have a reason other than Sanji. But yeah, Sanji's good at that. Sanji's a little player for sure. After the New World, he starts getting his props. He starts getting his, he starts having more luck with the ladies. So I'm not even mad at it. But yeah, that's the chapter 996 One Piece review. You know how we doing it. Let me take one more hit of the gas. I really hope y'all support. I really hope people watch this. I'm out.